for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Willis looking to throw it. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Willis on the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and it'll give the Bills a first down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Willis. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd and 10, it's Willis. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. O'Shane Zimenez from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there.
Ready?
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Harris returning. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. They'll run with Etienne. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there hustling in quickly to make the play.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body, and he was able to get in there and make a great play.
Yeah, the final tally, as told by Next Gen Stats, he hit 21.5 miles per hour. Whoa. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw, Willis. And that will be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the 1st down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking 1st down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a 1st down.
Folks' kick is good, and the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Solid running there. And CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Running out of the gun with ETN. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
18 rounds.
And they'll go again with ETN. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. They'll run with ETN. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, that play's not going to go in their highlight reel at the end of the season, but the only benefit to the offense, maybe a little more space if they want to throw the football now after taking that loss.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal, a loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack, but he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the sack, 3rd and goal now from the 12.
Riggs, trap 50, trap 50.
Here's Smith. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off. and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Man, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
On first down, Willis. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Looking to throw again on second down. Willis. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Duvernay as the first half is winding down. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he's got some space. There he goes, left side. 20. And they do finally get him at the 12. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now. Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
On third down, here's Etienne. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
In motion is Austin Hooper. Going for it, here's Etienne. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. A big roll of the dice this on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers. Let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. In motion is Austin Hooper. Etienne once more. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try the air now with Smith. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Willis. And he finds Austin complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. And now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the 2nd round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on is winning this game. But let's face it, partner, no matter what happens in this one, they've got their quarterback to build their roster around for the future. That's got to feel good for everyone associated with this team.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Willis from the gun on 3rd down. This will be caught by Brown. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. In the 1st half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Let's go now.
To the air on 1st down, here's Willis. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Willis escaping the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. 3rd down, it's Willis. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Calvin Austin from 10 yards out. And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is now 17-3. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Now Folk for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start. He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Warriors 17. 18. Pioneer.
Smith now to throw. Flushed out right. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Austin Hooper. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here's Willis. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A gain of 8 yards, and it's 3rd down.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
His afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, here's Willis. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Jets are right back in this football game. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. After the interception, here's Smith. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, 51 yards. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Now the try here for the point after. He's got it, and it's 24-17. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Come on, come on. Hey.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
Ready.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. Down to about the 37. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Up the middle with Barkley. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 56 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. And with the play clock about... Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee.
Here we go, here we go.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
And there it is, that symbol that ends a game that one team loves and the other team can't stand. Taking a knee, and guess what? The visitors came in and got it done. Wild card round, first step on their way trying to get to the Super Bowl.
First step indeed. They're underdogs. We'll see if they can continue to make some noise in the playoffs, but a good first step. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something about Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gonna give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. If it coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. This music don't work out. I know how to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't try to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shopping. Can't trust him cause he not my. Cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures. Just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my balls on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wildin' out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Heart of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, move it. We making movies, moving. I get a chance and take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot. You only get one shot. You only get one shot. One shot.